Hey guys, what's up? This is the Bull here. Video is going to be my entry into the Survival Seeds 2025 collaboration with the Vineyard Chicks. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa and Bushcraft Family. Also coordinators are Gail Southern Living and Ann Dale's Homestead. All wonderful people. I love them all. We are I'm a little late in getting into the game, but I'm here to start my garden collaboration with these seeds here. So what I'm growing, well, we're all growing is, I'm growing red kidney beans, I'm growing Detroit beets, and these beets, I have a whole row of them over there because I started them earlier. We have bell peppers, we have small sugar pie pumpkins. Got a couple here. They're the only ones that have germinated so far out of about 6 or 8 that I started. We're supposed to be growing plum tomatoes, but I'm growing the San Marzano paste tomatoes, which is kind of the same. But I like these, so these are the ones that I'm growing. Also, we're going to grow some onions, and I think that's it. But anyway, let's get to going. All right, before I hop over this little fence, that's where I'm growing most of the Survival Seeds plants, even though there's a few other places. But I want to show you before I hop over. See those beets over there? These are the same ones here, right? Now these beets right there that you see in here, right? Those are the same beets that I started, right? That I started after I transplanted them over here. You can see where I dug them out, all the little holes there. That's where I dug them out. Now these beets will hit up with some bone meal and some 10-10-10, and they have exploded in getting big real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue putting them in over here. All right, this whole row over here will be my beet row. Down in the middle here, we're gonna do some onions, the yellow onions. Over here, I'm gonna put my San Marzano tomatoes, and I'm gonna put some red beans in between them all, okay? So let me hop over the fence and commence this. Look at my pour pond. My pour pond over there took a hole, and I have to repair the whole thing. It's just got all messed up. So it's a big project, so I'll get to that when I get to it. Let me show you my little table over here. Where over here you got some more of the San Marzano tomatoes. You got cucumbers, hot peppers of different varieties. We have some watermelons that haven't popped up yet. A whole bunch of flowers. Those are going to be all flowers for the garden, pollinators, bok choy, tomatoes, eggplants, and whatsoever. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's mist. It was misting out, and still misty a little bit. It rained out earlier, and it's just a wonderful day to be out in the garden. Okay, over here I'm forced to do a voiceover. This whole row is going to be all beets. Now here's the beets looking pretty good. I'm going to add some 10-10-10 to each hole there. And I'm also going to add some bone meal to get the roots to be nice and strong and create that nice bulb that we'd be looking for. Okay, so as you can see here, right, on this beet, you can see the stem, right? It's like a long little stem there, and that's how they grow. But now what you want to do, you want to bury the plant, right? Plant it all the way up to the base of the plant there, so it'll be nice and sturdy. When planting beets, it's always best to, to sow directly into the soil. But in this case, I'm using what I have, and that's, I already grew these, so I'm going to transplant them and get them into the ground there. They look beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and continue filling in this whole bed here with these beets. Sometimes when you transplant them this way here, the bulb itself is grows a little elongated. So it's always best, to use direct sowed the seeds. Not the container, but the garden bed over there, and that bed was very, very rich. So the beets were growing very nice. I like to roast these beets. I also enjoy mixing them up with other greens there to make nice smoothies. The leaves are delicious as well. All right, so we have these in. I have a few more to put on that side over there. We're going to go ahead and get the tomatoes in. Have a few more beets to put it on that side. And we're going to go ahead and plant the peppers down the middle, but we're not going to put those in yet because they're still on the small side. And, the temperatures could still be a little cold, and we don't want to have these peppers out there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put these back into the grow room and maybe bring them out in about a week and a half or so from now. Now, the small pumpkins earned a special spot on the beautiful trellis that I built up at the west garden. So we're going to go ahead and get those planted over there as soon as the other ones start growing and they get a little size to them. Here now for a second, and I'm going to cut the bamboo so that we can have some stakes for the tomatoes. All right, so we have 6 stakes here for the tomatoes. Let's get over here a sec. Let me lay these down right here for the moment being, because I have to go get my little iron pipe there to dig a hole for these to stick into. All right, this iron pipe here will make it easy to dig the holes there to get these bamboo stakes in the ground. Kind of heavy, I'm falling over. So I'm huffing and puffing getting these holes down there because this iron pipe is kind of heavy, and as you're trying to pull it out of the ground, it's it gets stuck in there, and you really have to work it, and it wears down on you when you get old like me. So it makes it good anyway to get those bamboos down in there nice and tight, and they're not, moving around, and your tomato plants get all messed up from falling over because you have a loose stake. Like I said, I'm huffing and puffing. Ooh. All right. Fertilizer, give them some 10-10-10, and most importantly, I'm gonna give them some bone meal. This will help make the roots very strong for the plant. Also, help with flowering. Get a lot of flowers on your tomato plants, and most importantly, also helps to fight blossom end rot. All right, I'm not too worried about the tomatoes because if it gets a little colder than I like, I can always come and put a bucket right on top of them. Give them that little greenhouse effect for a couple of days to keep them warm. Now these guys are very little. They're very little, as you can see. Got a little bit of roots there coming out there. This is not the best potting soil I used there to grow them, but nevertheless they grew good. Some of the plants have 2 tomatoes in it, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave them just like that. All right, so we got those in there. I'm gonna go ahead and in between and all around these tomato plants there, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plant the red kidney beans. That way you maximize the space. As these tomato plants grow up high, the kidney beans can grow down there and you can maximize your space. And you don't have to put one bean, right? You don't have to put one bean down. Just throw a little cluster of them there and they'll do just fine. They'll grow, you'll get more. You'll get more for your bank. So don't just be throwing one seed down. You think you gotta have a uniform, then have one seed here, one seed there. Just drop the seeds. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and push them down to about, you know, an inch or so. want to show you just in this pot right here that you see, right? I have blueberries, cherries, mulberries, pear tree, apple tree, elderberries. I have onions on the ground. I have the tomatoes that I just planted. I have peppers that I'll be going down the middle. We have and beets on the end. Now, if you multiply that over and over throughout your garden, you'll have a giant food forest. You don't need to go to the grocery store. All right, over here, this trellis right here, I grow all kinds of different things on it every year. But this season, it's gonna get the sugar pie pumpkins there to grow. So I'm gonna plant these in here, and I'm gonna keep them on the grow table for the moment being. But this is where they're gonna grow. They're gonna grow on this trellis here. And like I was saying, I have other onions, and over here, this row over here in the backside is yellow onions that I'm growing. So as we grow this food here, I just want to show you really quick. I have blackberries back there. I got, matter of fact, they're already producing all over. I trimmed this way back down. This is a brown turkey, and it's got figs all over it already, little teeny figs. All right. So over here, Snow White Angel Peach. We have the golden plum over there, Santa Rosa plums, loquats, patio peaches, and all kinds of other fruit trees. So that's what you want to do. You want to have a whole bunch of food grown. Over here, real quick, we have these are the early New Jersey cabbage. And as you can see here, all these rows going down here are potatoes, different variety of tomato. I'm sorry, of potatoes. And as you can see, the potatoes, the last 2 days, it started popping, and so they're popping up everywhere. So it's looking really good. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. Stay tuned as I continue putting out videos for the Survival Seeds Collaboration 2025 as we grow food and have a lot of fun collaborating amongst friends. All right, God bless you all. Take care.